Alright, welcome back. And I got a little bit of time, so I figured I'd work on it some. First thing I need to do is pull off the A-arms, upper and lower, and the rack and pinion. And once I get the arms, rack and pinion out, I can start finishing up some of these welds that I got here for my motor mounts and inner supports. So basically I'm just going to be welding up this frame. I need to do a little bit of work to the bottom of the front frame horns. But other than that, it's just welding away. So I'm going to get to her, start moving these guys, and then later on I will go to the back and start getting my rear coilover mounts and everything started. So I'll get set up and we'll start. Alright, so I'm still working on this rear suspension, and basically my original thought was just run the bolt straight through, shock mount just like that guy, and use a washer on each side. But I'm kind of leaning towards this. This is just an MPT piece, and I went ahead and drilled it out, and basically it's going to slide all the way through and protrude probably an 1/8 inch on both sides. Just enough to give me a lip to weld around, and I feel like that'll give this box a lot of strength since I'm using such a long bolt. because the bolt I have is the perfect size for the inner diameter. So I think that's the plan, is to go ahead and match and drill this one out just a little bit more. You got to use a stepper bit, and then I can get her done pretty good. But it'll be real easy to drill once I get this out of the way. So what I went ahead and did was I got my rear boxing plates all made up. I got the frame wire wheeled and cleaned up on the edges. So I'm gonna go ahead and start tacking them in. And once I got everything tacked in real nice and solid, I'll come through here, cut this frame back a little bit where these marks are, and beat it down so I can flush weld the seam. And then I'll build something for a box right here to close it in. I figured that'd be better than having this big massive gap all the way through here, because I had to angle this down so when my shock's mounted that the box wasn't sitting up at an angle when my shock was trying to mount level. So rhyme or reason, that's just the way I did it. I got a couple marks on the frame where I was cutting the old floorboards out before I got the body off, so I got to come through here and weld up these seams here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the camera set up and start working. So I kind of figured I'd give you an update about how this turned out. But basically, all I did was build it out larger so that the NPT piece slid inside the frame rail, protruded, like I said, about a little bit over an 1/8 inch over here, and I just welded them up. So that will be, when I tighten the bolt, I can't crush these walls any. It stays solid, and it also gives some rigidity, strength, so the bolt's not going up and down on the thin side metal piece, since there's no bushing or anything like that. So now it gives it strength, because this is a really snug fit into this NPT. So now instead of it relying on just the thin piece of metal up here when your suspension travels, it's now relying on this whole entire piece with the bolt. So now I just need to rinse and repeat on this side. This is the bolt actually for the bottom side, so I got to take that back off to bolt my other shock back on over here. So I'll get that pulled off, get the other shock bolted on over here, and just repeat over there. So I'll get going and see if I can't get this guy done tonight. All right, got the rear coil over shock mounts done. It turned out pretty good. It's definitely overkill as usual, but this was the stuff that I got for free when I traded the motor and a couple of transmissions for that aftermarket front Mustang too. So yeah, all this stuff came with it. All the box for my cross members, it's all overkill. But that's what I had, so that's what I used. Not worried about weight. This car is going to be way overweight anyways. But everything worked out good. All the sleeve and everything worked out real nice. It was perfect length. So I'm excited to get it back down on the ground and see how the suspension feels. But I think for tonight, I'm just gonna try to get them 2 plates cut and tacked in. I can really weld them up good once I flip it over. So as long as I get those 2 plates in, I'll get that welded out tomorrow probably. And then I actually got sway bar bushings in today. So I gotta get these guys. Well, I need to get the sway bar as close as I possibly can to that, so then I can order sway bar links, because I'm not sure on the length yet. until I get it mounted, which I think they're end up going to be pretty short, and it's kind of going to be a tight space because they got to come in here between the coilovers and then mount somewhere in here. But it's actually, I think it's going to work out perfect. So I'm going to try to get that figured out, get the holes drilled, and I might end up doing the same thing that I did with these bolts and using NPT and doing like a bushing mount also for these. But I'm not sure yet. We'll see how that's going to end up working out. So I'm going to try to go ahead and get this sway bar in. Well, I forgot to take a little bit of video, but went ahead. It was pretty much a straightforward thing. Sliced it and squared off the rear of the frame horns. And then I just threw that box right inside. And I already had the rear frame boxed in to that point, so I was able to slide it in and get a good weld down the front and the top. And I cut out my little brace. I had a 1x brace in there just to hold them from not spreading out. But overall, I think it was a pretty productive night. I still haven't got this patch in yet here to complete the box, but I think I'm actually going to wait to do that until I got it flipped over, because there's a small gap in between the bottom of this coilover cross member, so I'm gonna have to get in there. So I think I'll wait till I flip that over. But at this point, tomorrow night, what I'm going to do is go over the whole frame front to back, make sure I have everything welded on the top side that has to be welded, because I think I'm at the point now where I'm basically ready to flip it over. I know I need to weld inside of here and the top of this box, so I'm going to do that tomorrow when I get started on it. But overall, I'm pretty happy with everything. I did fully weld this frame. I didn't stitch weld it, and you know, I got nothing but time to burn. Just been saving money here and there, gathering parts. What I'd really like to do is be able to get this car on the road for September, because I do believe that is Holly LS Fest, and I think this would be a nice car to get out there. I think people would like it. I think that's where I'm calling it for the night. I think it's been a pretty productive night. I'm happy with the way the sway bar turned out and both the cross member pieces that are now welded in. Couldn't be happier. But I think tomorrow I'm just going to try to get everything fully welded and get the frame flipped over. So we'll see how that goes. But thanks for watching.